Hi everyone. Today let us understand what is general power of attorney. In short, it's called GPA. Now, what is the use? What is GPA? GPA is general power of attorney, wherein, for example, there is a flat owner, and he is owner of that flat. He wants to sell that property, and he is not available. Say, suppose in India, he is somewhere abroad. Now he wants to sell. So he will execute a power of attorney. In short, it's called general power of attorney in favor of his relatives, any one of the relatives, saying that he can represent on behalf of the seller. Now there is a law saying that general power of attorney cannot sell the property. Yes, it's absolutely true that general power of attorney holder or GPA holder cannot sell the property, but he can represent. He can represent to the extent for the sale and in the sub-register office, but he cannot sell the property in his individual capacity as a seller or as a owner of the property. So when you see the document, it's usually the seller name comes first and followed by saying that represented by GPA holder name. So usually it's first the seller name and followed by GPA holder name. That's how the document should be prepared. Otherwise, in case if the document is prepared on GPA holder name without mention of the seller name, it means GPA holder is selling the property. And in that case, it's not advisable to deal with the GPA holder. And in case if that it is continued and you continue to buy the property, then the seller will not get the title and possession, because GPA holder is not given the title and possession. So he cannot pass on the title and possession to the buyer. So when the owner of the property is not selling the property, then buyer will not get the property, I mean to say title and possession. So it's very important that you make sure that you are purchasing, I mean to say buyer is purchasing from the seller directly, and in case if is not available, then a GPA holder can only represent. He cannot sell the property. So it's very important aspect when you are buying a property from a NRI or a citizen of India who is not in India. It's very important to understand the basic difference, who is selling and who is not selling. And GPA holder cannot sell the property. In case if that is happening, then it's not good, and you will not, buyer will not get the title and possession, and it will lead to dispute. So it's advisable GPA holders should only represent. The GPA holders, when dealing with GPA holders, it's very important to understand what kind of GPA he holds, whether to represent or only to sell. Now, when the GPA is prepared for selling the property, then buyer has to be very careful, because GPA should be for possession along with right to sell the property. In short, nowadays we have a practice in India, it's called agreement of sale cum general power of attorney with possession. This document is prepared to transfer the property title as well as possession to the GPA holder for saving the stamp duty. This is only done to save the stamp duty. The moment the AGPA holder, in short it's called AGPA holder sells to the buyer, he has to recover the stamp duty from the buyer. In short, I will explain in a very crisp manner. Seller enters into an agreement of sale cum general power of attorney, that is AGPA, with a GPA holder, I mean to say mediator, who is in turn trying to sell the property to third persons. Now, AGPA holder document is ready, he can sell to any other person. And when he makes a sale, he has to recover his stamp duty. This AGPA document is prepared only for the purpose of saving stamp duty. So people need to understand, I mean to say buyer need to understand the difference between AGPA and GPA. GPA is only for representation. AGPA, yes, the AGPA holder can sell the property along with title and possession. Thank you.